This interview is for information only and should not be considered as investment advice or a recommendation to buy shares in the company featured. Welcome to this StockBox interview.
Joining us today is David Lenegas, of course, the Executive Chairman of Vinanz PLC. David, it's great to be talking to you again. I mean, first of all, let's just talk about the Bitcoin price. It came tantalizingly close to hitting that 100,000 mark, didn't it?
Yeah, hi, Mark. No, it's good to be with you. Look, it got $200 short of $100,000 last week, and sort of came off a bit. But, all things do need to go up in a zigzag pattern and go down a zigzag pattern. So it's to be expected. But I see it's up another almost 3% today, and the States has just opened. So maybe this is the week that we see Bitcoin go through $100,000 a coin. But we're hopeful and we're optimistic. But even
okay, did you get your one Bitcoin that you were going for that we spoke about?
I personally now own 1.2 Bitcoin. I keep buying a little bit every day, $50 or £50, £100, £150. Every day I just can increase my Bitcoin. I've also got some Dogecoin, some Bonk, some Ponk, some Pepe, and some Ethereum. But 99% of my holding is on the crypto sector is in Bitcoin. Yeah.
Okay, good. Well, I know the last time we spoke about, of course, the elections, and Trump being elected is, of course, quite bullish for the crypto space, but I think the markets in general. So do you think that's what's been driving this sort of renewed interest, let's say, or this new wave we're perhaps going over?
Mark, there's a number of factors that's driving it. That is a very positive factor, the whole Trump support for crypto, and there's a lot of rhetoric coming out of the United States that he may set up a US strategic reserve. But the other aspect is you're seeing a number of countries come into the live spot ETF market. You've got China now sort of legalizing Bitcoin. Again, you've got the concept of options now trading on the ETFs in the States, which gives you an even broader sphere of potential investors into the Bitcoin sector. So there's so many things pushing, and fanning the flames for Bitcoin moving north. Yeah. Okay,
and then from Vinanz's point of view, then of course news today on the clearing of customs of those Canon Avalon A1566 miners that have now been installed in Nebraska. So that's adding 188 terahash, taking you to a total of 9.2 petahash just in Nebraska.
Yeah, look, it's the point of the news release is up until now we've had principally Bitmain miners in the entire fleet in North America. We wanted to diversify into a different brand of manufacturer, and our advisors over there said, look, we should try these 1566s. They're very efficient. They're very good capital cost. They're good return. When we sort of looked at it, I think the Bitcoin price was about $80,000. And the monthly returns was around about 30 to 40%. I think they're probably in the 50% range at the moment. It's more about diversification of our fleet, of where we sit, which states. The whole idea we're trying to create with Vinanz is as de-risked a scenario as a Bitcoin miner in North America as we can possibly create. So multiple data centers, multiple hosting people, multiple types of Bitcoin miners, multiple manufacturers now. And, we're looking at even another type of manufacturer for some of the next kit that we roll out, early next year. So the broader and the more diversified we are, the least risky we are with respect to, our investment scenario and our growth strategy.
Sure. Okay, good. And at what point do you think you might be able to announce to the market the current sort of Bitcoin yield rate, let's say?
Look, what do you mean by yield rate?
I mean, like in terms of how many Bitcoins you're getting on average per day, per week, per month, something like that.
Yeah, I think that's a noose around people's necks. Look what happens to Argo blockchain. They announce how many Bitcoin they mine every day, but look at the amount of debt that they're swallowing every minute. Our perspective is we know we're profitable. Our break-even price is about $40,000 a Bitcoin, and we will release those numbers when we put out the half-yearlies and the yearlies. Okay. So I don't want to be sitting here going, today I did, one Bitcoin every 7 days, or because it all changes. The algorithms change all the time. So, and competitivity of the pools change all the time, and we're always bringing on new units, and some units are going offline because data centers are off for a day or three.
Sure. Okay.
I don't want people tracking us by the minute because it's just not the right picture. Our whole model is we started Vinanz with 20 Bitcoin miners. We're now approaching close to 600 Bitcoin miners. When I get to 1,000 Bitcoin miners in North America, I'll be really happy. When I get to 2,000, 3,000, 5,000 Bitcoin miners, I'll be even happier. But we're not going to stop there. Our plan is to be a very large Bitcoin operator in the United States and Canada.
Okay. Good. Thank you, David. So the strategy really, you've spelled out that you're profitable, break-evens at 40K, they're targeting getting to 1,000 miners initially. So what's the strategy looking like for the next, let's say, 3 months?
More Bitcoin miners. That's it. And stay debt-free and expand within our limits of what our cash reserves are and our extra sort of crypto purchasing capacity.
Okay.
So that's the plan. Just keep adding to the fleets.
Excellent. And what's your plan on the Bitcoin that you get? Do you plan to reinvest those funds, or are you keeping them?
Stockpile our Bitcoin as much as we can
into
our wallet, but we also use Bitcoin for capital purchase. And this is the right time to be using your liquid assets to grow your fleet.
Okay.
So we're using a lot of our Bitcoin to buy kit, to pay operating costs, to expand, and we're also keeping a lot of Bitcoin in reserve.
Okay. Good. Well, thank you very much, as always, for your time. David Lenegast, Executive Chairman of Vinanz PLC.
Thanks, Mark.
If you enjoyed this interview, then give us a thumbs up, a like or a retweet. Subscribe to us on YouTube or follow us on Twitter and hit that notification bell to be the first to know when we release new content. There's loads of great content on our website too, across all our programs at stockboxmedia.com. Thank you for watching.